Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, suggestions how to process evil.
Um, look, there's you, and the world is full of a lot of positive and negative energy. And the way you process it and deal with it is you just have to build a system inside that can transform whatever people send your way into just energy so that the evil, and it's always going to exist. And I'll tell you why it's always going to exist. There's a little bit of evil in every human being, and we attract exactly what we give off. And it will always exist in the world. And if we don't build a system inside that's strong enough, to be able to deal with it, it really takes over. And look at what goes on. Look what's going on in the Ukraine and going on in other places, Africa, Sudan, and it's just evil, and it's not going to change until people change. Until, look, there's 8 billion people on this planet. Every one of them is thinking, they're all in their heads, they're all involved with positive and negative energy in their minds. Unless we change, unless, human beings change, there's always going to be some kind of evil in the world, some kind of negative crap that's being dumped on the world. Our job is to get strong enough and balanced enough inside that if it ever comes in our direction, we can transform it into just energy that gives us a spiritual life. To be honest, Paul and everyone else, it's never going to go away. I remember all the protesting and chanting and marching done in the 60s, and you thought, my God, all of this effort, the evil in the world would it's not going to disappear until people stop thinking. When people stop thinking and the mind stops being so active and, creating all this positive and negative scenarios about life, evil's going to disappear. People stop, but people are not going to stop. It's going to take 100 million incarnations of people living here for that energy to stop. But what can stop is us being sucked into it. We can build systems inside that are strong enough, that it really, can transform all of the crap, the evil, the, negative energy that people throw out at life, and transform it into our spiritual life. It becomes Shakti, flowing from chakra to chakra and building us and getting us closer to a state of enlightenment. After years and years of dealing with this subject, it's the only answer I can come up with. The other answer is everybody in life has to stop thinking. God knows how long that's going to take. Because that's what produces the evil. It's the endless thought mind, the negative and positive, the conflicted thoughts in the mind, the polarity in the head that creates evil in the world. And look, frankly, it's also one's teacher. There's this thing, well, I want it to go away, and it's not going to go away. Well, how am I going to get it to go away? I got to get stronger than it. I have to build a deeper connection with God inside myself. And then we begin to see the world differently. It's no longer positive and negative or right or wrong. Everything is an opportunity to grow. Everything is an opportunity to build a spiritual life. And life is just a reminder of this, because life will always have positive and negative. It's a difficult subject because there are too many people in the world and they're all thinking. Their minds are going crazy. You know? And when they think, there's projections of positive things and negative things, and that affects life in the world. I mean, look, you look out at your life, everything around you, literally almost everything that's been created here is a projection of the human mind. Mind wanting money produces cities, produces all kind. It's all a projection of the mind. And then, like everything else, it flourishes and then it deteriorates. Because that's how life functions. We're born, we live, we die. And all of life is the same way. But what doesn't die is our connection with spirit. Something that is infinite, it's beyond all human understanding. It provides love, it provides, compassion, it provides open hearts, it provides everything that's wonderful about life. We just need to build a system that's capable of living with it. And that's what the meditation is about, building that kind of system. And will evil go away? No. Will good go away? No. But if there's good, there's going to be bad. There's right, there's wrong. If there's positive, there's negative. We need to get strong enough that we can transform both positive and negative into a spiritual life. Otherwise, we get sucked right into this Maya, the illusion. And it sucks the very energy out of us. It kills us. Sucks the energy out of us. So funny, I'm writing this book and it's all about this stuff, the book. This thing I call it Tantra, I don't know. Big project. I swore, 2 years ago I'd never write another book, and here I am in the middle of one. It's a big project. It's really very interesting.
Did you just say the name of it?
Huh?
Did you just announce the name of it?
The name of it is Tantra.
Oh, Tantra, yes. Thank you.
Which turns out is everything in life. The manifestation of change and transformation, and then it's whether or not people do it. It's really that simple. I mean, Rudy said you suffer like a schmuck or you suffer consciously. You're going to suffer no matter what. That's going to go on. So if you use the suffering consciously, it gets you to God. I mean, I think I told you, I once had a Japanese painting, a Zen painting, and it was just like a staff, just one line. It looked like a staff. A wonderful picture by a very famous Zen monk whose name I don't remember. And And there was, calligraphy on either side of the staff. And it said, those who are on the path get hit with this staff, and those who are not on the path get hit with the staff. And you, well, what do you want? To get hit with the path like an unconscious jerk? Or do you want to be on the path? And you're going to get hit with it anyway, but at least you're going to use it to get to God. A great education, that thing. Does anyone else have a question they would like?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I suggest, yes, this path will become no path once you connect with God. But at least if you're on the path, whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to deal with it consciously. So instead of suffering, like Rudy's way of saying, so instead of suffering like a schmuck, you suffer consciously. You use it to get to God. The Buddha said the same thing. Suffering is the fastest path to God. And it's true. It's so profound, and it's true. Because suffering is a constant reminder that we got to do something about ourselves. It's a constant reminder. And you don't have to look for it. You just got to get up in the morning and something's going to come along. Shit, I got to deal with this now. Does anyone else have a question? You got to deal with some jerk in Russia who wants to conquer the world and is killing thousands of people to satisfy his own ego. This is the kind of crap that it's out of our control. The only thing that's in our control is to get big enough inside that you can use whatever the things that go on to get you closer to God. Does anyone else have a question? Great question. You're not going. Okay, if there are no more questions, then we'll have meditation on Tuesday. Thank you. God bless you all. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Stuart.